Kody and Robyn Brown have built their image around control, power, and being the so-called royal couple of sister wives. But Meri Brown may have just shattered that illusion with a revelation fans never saw coming. In a stunning twist, whispers of a secret pay cut have surfaced, and the trail of shocking clues all leads back to Meri herself. For years, viewers have suspected cracks in Kody and Robyn's financial facade, but this latest bombshell threatens to expose the truth in a way that could change everything. Has the couple's empire finally begun to crumble, and did Meri just hand fans the proof they've been waiting for? The world of sister wives has always thrived on drama, secrets, and explosive revelations, but few storylines have rocked the fanbase quite like the whispers now swirling around Kody and Robyn Brown. For years, viewers have speculated about the couple's financial standing, raising questions about how their lavish lifestyle is truly supported in the aftermath of family fractures, dwindling polygamous unity, and declining public favor. Now, however, a shocking twist has emerged. Meri Brown, often the one to deliver her truths in carefully chosen words or veiled statements, appears to have confirmed fans' darkest suspicions. The so-called power couple of the Brown family, Kody and Robyn, may have taken a secret pay cut, and the fallout of that revelation is proving to be one of the most talked-about scandals in the reality TV community. From the beginning, Kody and Robyn positioned themselves as the central figures of sister wives. Robyn's arrival into the plural family disrupted old dynamics, creating resentment and bitterness that would later fuel explosive seasons of the show. While Christine, Janelle, and Meri each fought their private battles with Kody, Robyn was often seen as his chosen one, the partner who commanded his attention, his loyalty, and ultimately his financial devotion. Together, they seemed untouchable, enjoying new houses, fancy purchases, and what many fans viewed as an unfair slice of the family pie. But money has always been the shadow looming over the Browns' reality television empire, and recent developments suggest that the very foundation of Kody and Robyn's kingdom may not be as solid as it once appeared. The notion of a pay cut is particularly scandalous in the world of reality TV, where salaries and financial negotiations are both the lifeblood of the cast and the ultimate bargaining chip. Kody and Robyn were forced to take a reduced payout. The reasons could range from declining ratings to strategic moves by producers eager to rein in costs. Fans, however, believe there's more to the story, and Meri's breadcrumbs are providing just enough evidence to keep the speculation raging. In interviews, live streams, and carefully phrased posts, Meri has hinted at financial struggles, changes behind the scenes, and unspoken truths that she refuses to spell out directly but nonetheless dangles before her followers like bait. For viewers who have watched the family unravel over the last several seasons, her words feel like confirmation that the balance of power has shifted in ways Kody and Robyn cannot control. Question of why this supposed pay cut matters is tied to Kody and Robyn's relentless effort to portray themselves as the stable core of a fractured family. While Meri, Christine, and Janelle have all walked away from their marriages to Kody, Robyn has remained at his side, painting their bond as one of true devotion. Yet behind that facade lies a truth the audience has long suspected. Without the other wives, the financial security of the show was bound to be affected. With fewer storylines, less diversity in family dynamics, and mounting viewer backlash against Kody and Robyn's behavior, the couple's ability to demand high salaries has been significantly compromised. The network, fans believe, has had little choice but to adjust the pay structure, and Meri's sly confirmation suggests that Kody and Robyn's income has indeed taken a hit. For many fans, the irony is almost too perfect. Kody, who often prioritized Robyn over his other wives and seemed to disregard the sacrifices made by Christine, Janelle, and Meri, now finds himself in a situation where his alliance with Robyn may not be as lucrative as he once imagined. Couple's expensive home, often a point of envy and resentment, suddenly looks less secure under the weight of this revelation. What once appeared as a symbol of Kody and Robyn's dominance could, in time, become a burden too heavy to maintain if their reality TV income is slashed. Meri, in turn, seems to relish her role as the quiet truth-teller, dropping hints at just the right moment to stoke curiosity without fully exposing herself to direct backlash. Clues Meri has shared have not gone unnoticed by fans. Social media communities dedicated to sister wives have exploded with theories, dissecting every phrase Meri has used in her posts and videos. Some point to her cryptic remarks about big changes, moving forward, and lessons learned as subtle digs at Kody and Robyn's financial situation. Others argue that Meri is engaging in a form of poetic justice, using her platform to confirm what viewers have suspected all along, that Kody's favoritism toward Robyn has ultimately backfired, leaving them both vulnerable to financial instability. The idea that Kody and Robyn may have been hit with a pay cut is, to many fans, the ultimate karmic twist in a saga that has been defined by betrayal, favoritism, and the erosion of trust. The fan response has been swift and merciless. While some express sympathy for the children caught in the crossfire of financial troubles, many openly admit to feeling a sense of satisfaction at the thought of Kody and Robyn finally facing consequences. Over the years, viewers watched Kody dismiss Christine's pain, minimize Janelle's sacrifices, and emotionally distance himself from Meri, all while pouring his time and resources into his relationship with Robyn. Now, with the balance of financial power apparently shifting, audiences are more than ready to see the couple humbled. Memes, viral posts, and commentary across social platforms mock the idea of Kody and Robyn struggling to maintain their lifestyle, with many suggesting that this revelation could mark the beginning of a dramatic fall from grace. Yet beneath the humor and the schadenfreude lies a deeper truth about the nature of reality television and the cost of fame. The Browns, once a symbol of unconventional family unity, have become a cautionary tale about the pressures of living life under constant public scrutiny. Kody and Robyn's alleged pay cut is not just a financial adjustment but a reminder that fame is fleeting and that the choices made in the spotlight can have long-lasting consequences. For Kody, who once proudly proclaimed himself the head of a vast polygamous household, the reality is far harsher. The wives who walked away may have taken with them the financial leverage that once made the show profitable, leaving him and Robyn exposed. Meri's role in this unfolding drama cannot be understated. Though she has often been portrayed as the outcast or the silent sufferer, her ability to drop carefully calculated clues has made her a powerful figure in shaping the narrative. By refusing to name specifics while still hinting at dramatic truths, Meri ensures that she remains relevant to the conversation while allowing fans to draw their own conclusions. In this way, she has become both messenger and manipulator, feeding the frenzy without ever directly owning the story. It is a brilliant move for someone who has long been underestimated, and it positions her as a subtle but undeniable force in the continued saga of the Browns. As the scandal continues to grow, the big question remains: what comes next? Will Kody and Robyn publicly address the rumors, or will they attempt to maintain the facade of control? Can the couple continue to sustain their lifestyle if the pay cut proves significant, or will the financial strain eventually expose cracks in their seemingly unshakable bond? More importantly, how will the other former wives, particularly Christine and Janelle, react to the news that Kody and Robyn's dominance has been shaken? For fans who have long rooted for the women who broke free from Kody's grip, this revelation feels like vindication, a sign that the universe has finally delivered a measure of justice. Truth about the Browns has always been stranger than fiction, and this latest chapter proves no different. Kody and Robyn's alleged pay cut, seemingly confirmed by Meri's shocking clues, is more than just a financial detail. It is a turning point in a story that has captivated audiences for years. Speaks to the fragility of power, the inevitability of consequences, and the role of truth-tellers in a world built on appearances. As fans continue to dissect every word and every clue, one thing is certain: the saga of sister wives is far from over, and the revelations yet to come may prove even more explosive than anything we have seen before. The Brown family has never been free of whispers, speculation, and shocking revelations, but the latest turn in the sister wives saga has left fans reeling like never before. Meri Brown, the first wife of the family and often the most cryptic in her words, has seemingly dropped bombshell hints that could unravel the carefully polished image Kody and Robyn Brown have spent years crafting. For months, questions have circulated about the couple's finances, but now Meri's carefully chosen words appear to have cracked open a door into a truth that fans long suspected but never had confirmed. According to her shocking hints, Kody and Robyn may have been hit with a massive pay cut, and the implications of that revelation are sending shockwaves through the Sister Wives fan community. From the earliest days of the show, finances have been at the center of tension within the Brown household. The family's experiment with polygamy was not just about relationships, unity, or religious beliefs. It was about the daunting practicalities of raising more than a dozen children across multiple households. Even in the years when Christine, Janelle, and Meri were still part of Kody's inner circle, money was a source of conflict. Now that those wives have left, leaving Robyn as the last partner still tied to Kody, the financial landscape has shifted dramatically. Fans have long wondered how the couple could maintain their expensive home and lifestyle with fewer family members contributing to the broader show dynamic. For the first time, Meri's cryptic admissions may have answered that question, and the answer is both explosive and deeply ironic. The hints themselves came not in the form of direct accusations but in the classic Meri style of veiled messages. Followers of her social media presence and live streams are familiar with her tendency to speak in carefully layered statements, often suggesting deeper truths without spelling them out. Recently, she began referencing big changes and speaking about how, sometimes what people think is secure turns out not to be. For casual observers, these might appear to be simple platitudes. But for fans who have studied her every word over the past decade, the message was clear. In the context of mounting speculation about the Browns' finances, these phrases felt like more than vague observations. They were, to many, carefully delivered confirmations that Kody and Robyn had taken a huge financial hit. The idea of a pay cut is a particularly juicy revelation in the world of reality television. For cast members, their salaries are not just income, they are reflections of status, relevance, and bargaining power with the network. The suggestion that Kody and Robyn have been forced to accept a reduced payout strikes at the very heart of the image they've worked so hard to project. Since the exodus of Christine, Janelle, and Meri from Kody's spiritual orbit, Robyn has been painted as the favored wife, the one who receives his loyalty and attention. Together, they have tried to present themselves as the stronghold of what remains of the family. But a pay cut changes that narrative dramatically. Suggests not only financial vulnerability but also a diminishing importance within the larger Sister Wives storyline. Without the conflict of polygamy, without the balance of multiple wives and shifting dynamics, Kody and Robyn's ability to demand top pay may no longer hold. Fans have reacted to Meri's hints with a mix of shock, satisfaction, and renewed debate about the fate of the Brown Empire. In online forums and across social media platforms, the discussion has exploded. Some viewers are stunned at the idea that the couple once perceived as untouchable could now be facing financial troubles. Others admit that they feel a certain schadenfreude, a sense of poetic justice that Kody and Robyn's dominance may finally be unraveling. For years, viewers have watched Kody prioritize Robyn while neglecting or dismissing the needs of his other wives. Christine's decision to leave was fueled in part by the realization that Kody would never give her the partnership she deserved. Janelle, too, eventually walked away, unwilling to sacrifice her independence for a marriage where she felt invisible. Meri lingered the longest, her marriage to Kody effectively ending in all but name years before she made her departure official. Through it all, Robyn remained the recipient of Kody's attention and resources, leading fans to resent her as the catalyst of the family's disintegration. Now, if Meri's hints are correct, Kody's devotion to Robyn may have left them both in a far more precarious position than they ever expected. The implications of such a pay cut extend beyond the couple's personal finances. For the network behind Sister Wives, the decision to reduce salaries could indicate a shifting focus for the future of the show. Ratings have fluctuated, and while the family's fractures have provided compelling television, there is an open question about how much longer the audience will remain invested in a story that no longer reflects plural marriage. Kody and Robyn are less central to the drama, their bargaining power with producers weakens considerably. By contrast, Christine, Janelle, and even Meri have been thriving in their lives post-Kody, drawing significant fan support for their independence and new beginnings. Viewers are more engaged with the women who walked away than with the couple who stayed together. The network may be more willing to restructure salaries to reflect that shift. Meri's role in all of this is especially fascinating. Though she has often been portrayed as sidelined and isolated, her ability to wield influence through hints and indirect commentary cannot be underestimated. By dropping just enough clues to fuel speculation, she positions herself as both insider and truth-teller, someone who knows the secrets fans crave but refuses to spell them out directly. This strategy not only keeps her relevant to the ongoing narrative but also allows her to exact a subtle form of revenge against Kody and Robyn. After years of being marginalized and dismissed, Meri now has the power to control the conversation, and she seems to be using it with precision. The fan communities following this drama have latched onto every word. Posts analyzing Meri's statements run thousands of comments long, with users debating whether her hints are genuine confirmations or calculated manipulations. Some believe she is merely stoking the fire to stay in the spotlight, while others are convinced she is finally letting the truth leak out, one carefully crafted phrase at a time. Either way, the effect is undeniable. Interest in the Browns is surging again, driven not by official announcements from Kody or Robyn but by the carefully placed breadcrumbs left by Meri. Possibility of a pay cut also raises uncomfortable questions for Kody and Robyn themselves. Their expensive home, once a symbol of stability and favoritism, now stands as a potential liability if their income has diminished. Cost of maintaining their lifestyle could become overwhelming, especially if fan backlash continues to erode their centrality to the show. While Robyn has often emphasized the importance of family unity and portrayed herself as the most loyal of the wives, critics argue that her true concern has always been maintaining her and Kody's privileged position. That privilege is now under threat. How long can the couple sustain the image of being the last stable unit in the wreckage of the Brown family? For Kody, the revelation is particularly damaging. Once the patriarch of a sprawling plural household, he has been reduced to a single marriage, his relationships with his children strained and his reputation with viewers in tatters. To add financial instability to that list of troubles paints a picture of a man who has lost not only his family but also his power. The notion that he and Robyn are now earning less than they once did undermines the very authority he has clung to throughout the show. Fans who once viewed him as a flawed but commanding presence now see him as a man whose choices have caught up with him, leaving him diminished in every sense. Yet the most fascinating aspect of this saga is the way it continues to unfold not through official statements but through the careful, calculated words of Meri Brown.